Chapter 46. Mu Chenfeng's Transformation. Silver Moon City, where the East City building is. Look, look, what's over there? Bronze army, 1,000,000-strong army. Is this coming to attack the city? Enemy attack, enemy attack. A sound of panic rang out from the east of Silver Moon City. Quickly close the gates, quickly close the gates, and open the city defense formation. The generals in the east of the city roared at once. Boom! The city gates closed and closed at once. The entire Silver Moon City, whether it was the city walls or the sky above, was steeply shrouded by a formation. Let us in. We haven't entered the city yet. The people outside the city shrieked. However, the ferocious army rushing in from the distance, bringing out an air-bursting cloud rainbow, had long since caused a group of city guards to reveal horrified colors. No matter what the situation was, securing the city was the first priority. Close the city gates first, then see what's going on. That Hallmaster's white cloud flying boat, Mu Chenfeng on top of the city tower, was surprised. But it was Gu Hai driving the flying boat furiously in front of him, with millions of bronze men chasing after him. It looked as if Gu Hai was attacking the city with a large army. Is that Master Gu? Someone recognized it steeply. Quick, open the door. A loud roar came from Gu Hai. As Gu Hai roared, the flying boat steeply twisted and veered to the side, and the millions of bronze men instantly followed and veered, chasing Gu Hai, not attacking the city. Scared me to death. That group of bronze monsters, chasing after Master Gu. How did Master Gu provoke this group of monsters? The surrounding people let out a long breath. Quick, open the city gates and let Gu Hai in, Mu Chenfeng instantly exclaimed. Yeah, let Master Gu in. There's a big formation in the city to ward off the bronze monsters. Many of the people nodded. No. What if that group of bronze monsters enter the city and destroy it? The defending general called out. That group of monsters didn't attack the city just now. It doesn't mean that they won't attack the city later. If I open the city gates, I am trapping the people in the city. Another general shook his head. But the ancient sea is dangerous. Mu Chenfeng glared and droned. That group of monsters, that speed, obviously Yuanying realm strength, millions of them. Once they enter the city, they can raise the entire Silver Moon City to the ground. The previous general drank. The surrounding people frowned, but stopped helping Gu Hai. Asshole. That's the water rudder master of the first-class hall. Open the city gates for me. Mu Chenfeng led a group of One Piece Hall disciples to rush towards where the city gate was. Stop them for me. Stop me. Have you forgotten that in the past, when you were missing your 5 senses, who helped you get them back? If it wasn't for the ancient rudder master, you'd all be blind and deaf, Mu Chenfeng roared. The generals who went up to stop them frowned. If something happens, I, Yipin Tang, will take the blame. Open the door. Mu Chenfeng rushed into the place of the gate. Stop, stop. The general who shouted earlier roared. Boom. Mu Chenfeng probed his hand and flung it out. Steeply 100 tree vines rushed out of his sleeve, flinging them at a group of gate-guarding generals in an instant. A large number of generals were flung out. Open the door, Mu Chenfeng shouted. Yes, the Yipin Tang disciples answered. Rumble. At that moment, the East City gate slowly opened. In the distance, Gu Hai steeply saw the gate open. He surrounded it with his bronze men. Enter, boom. Riding the flying boat, Gu Hai rushed inside the city gate with a bang. Close the door, close the door, close the door. The guards on the city gate rose up in alarm. The bronze man, like a meteor shower, rushed in. Kwong! With a loud bang, the crowd hurriedly closed the gate. Burst. The formation once again enveloped the surroundings. Boom, boom, boom. The densely packed bronze men crashed in, instantly impacting the East City Tower with a strong shake. The meteor fell, dangerously close. Ancient helmsman, what's going on? Are the Hall Masters and the others all right? Mu Chenfeng was worried. Gu Hai looked at Mu Chenfeng. Earlier when Mu Chenfeng argued with the human guarding generals on the city tower, Gu Hai had seen it clearly, and the ones who opened the door and closed the door were the disciples of the Hall of First Class. So Gu Hai naturally guessed that it was Mu Chenfeng who opened the door. Helmsman Mu, many thanks, Gu Hai said gratefully. Although he had some opinions about Mu Chenfeng before, just now, Gu Hai was truly grateful. After all, the flying boat couldn't last much longer. Where are they, Hallmaster? Mu Chenfeng was worried. They are fine, Gu Hai laughed. Boom, boom, boom. At this moment, around the East City Tower, millions of bronze men gathered and were violently bombarding the East City Tower. The Yuanying realm couldn't break through the city gates, but this wasn't one Yuanying realm, but millions of peak Yuanying are. Boom. The bronze men worked in unison, pounding the East City Tower, pounding among the city walls, and there were densely packed bronze men in all directions. Under one heavy strike, the entire Silver Moon City's grand formation shook strongly over and over again. Boom, boom. The entire Silver Moon City was in a great earthquake in general. Nearly 100 million people, shocked, walked out from their houses and looked towards the east direction of the city. A huge roar came from that side, and the great formation in the sky was trembling intensely as if it was going to break at any time. What's wrong? What happened? Countless people said in alarm. It's not working. Cracks are appearing in the East Citadel's grand formation. The Guardian formation is going to break. The cracks are getting bigger. What should we do? What kind of monsters are these? Countless generals screamed in fear. Gu Hai didn't do much nonsense with Mu Chenfeng. Instead, he probed his hand and took out a large number of spirit stones and gave them to Mu Chenfeng. Quick, help me fill the flying boat with spirit stones. Repair the formation. Good. Mu Chenfeng led the crowd to replenish the flying boat's formation with top-grade spirit stones. Amongst replenishing the power with top-grade spirit stones, Gu Hai, however, took Gu Chen's soul and walked into a large hall on the flying boat. A drop of blood was forced out from his fingertip and integrated into the Gu Chen soul. What for? Don't. This is a blood contract. It's over. It's over. The person who created me. How did he plant a blood contract on me? Grandpa. Don't incorporate the blood contract, okay? The Gu Chen soul looked at Gu Hai expectantly. Either I let you go now, or let me refine you, Gu Hai said in a deep voice. Don't. If you let me go, I'm finished. But if you refine me, I'm finished too. The Gu Chen soul looked at Gu Hai and said pitifully. Gu Hai looked at it coldly. Why don't you incorporate blood and just follow a contract? Don't erase my mind, okay? I like me now. I don't want to turn into someone else. The Gu Chen soul laughed bitterly. Can you still erase your mind and reshape it? If you don't say it, I still don't know. Gu Hai was slightly stunned. The Gu Chen soul almost vomited blood in depression and stared. You didn't know originally. Own talkative, snapped. He slapped himself. Why am I so unlucky? Gu Chen's soul despaired. All right. Gu Hai smiled faintly. Aya, what did you say? The Gu Chen's soul steeply stared in surprise. You are what you are, Gu Chen. It's a bit annoying, but keep it to yourself. Gu Hai smiled faintly. Huh, really? Great. The Gu Chen's soul said excitedly. This time, the Gu Chen's soul no longer rejected it and allowed Gu Hai's drop of blood to integrate into the center of his eyebrows. Boom. In the outside world, there was a roar from the city guard formation. Gu Hai grabbed the Gu Chen's soul and quickly walked out of the grand hall. Gu Hai, the East City building is going to break, Mu Chenfeng said with a worried face. How's the spirit stone replenishment going? I filled it before. It's easy. It's already fine, Mu Chenfeng said. You guys leave quickly. I'll take this group of bronze people out of here, Gu Hai said in a deep voice. Boom. With a loud bang, the East City building exploded and opened. the fighting power of the million bronze men, too fierce, worthy of being a war machine. This on the battlefield, attacking the city, invincible. Hulong. 1 million bronze people chased towards the ancient sea flying boat. But the ancient sea flying boat shot steeply towards the south of the city, flying high into the sky. The millions of bronze men chased after it. Along the way, countless of the city's people saw these bronze men, and they were all horrified. Is that Master Gu? This is chasing them from the Silver Moon Sea. What happened in the Silver Moon Sea? In the gazes of countless people who were horrified, the flying boat had already arrived at the southern city gate. Open the door, Gu Hai shouted. Kwong. The gate opened with a bang. Huiyu. Gu Hai's flying boat instantly shot out. Rumble. The millions of bronze people also followed and quickly flew out. Gu Hai left with this group of scourges, leaving behind a pile of ruins in the eastern part of the city, and the weeping faces of the guardian generals. The city buildings were all gone. Mu Chenfeng stood at the place of ruins, revealing a rare smile. In the city, on top of a floating island, Mo Yoka had been paying attention to this eastern part of the city since he got the news. As Gu Hai piloted his flying boat and flew away quickly with 1 million bronze men, Mo Yike had also been staring. Gu Hai, Mo Yike frowned. Behind him stood Grand Boss Zhong Chanyi. Mr. Mo, isn't this the zither figurine that was sealed by that ice? Zhong Chanyi was surprised. We couldn't unseal the ice after thinking of many ways, but it was actually unsealed by the ancient sea. This ancient sea, it's more mysterious than I imagined. I asked you to send someone to the Thousand Islands Sea to poke around. When will you be back? Mo Yike said in a deep voice. Already sent someone. It's almost time. It shouldn't be long before news of the ancient sea comes in. However, Mr. Mo, these millions of bronze men were released by the ancient sea. Shouldn't you be angry? Zhong Chanyi was surprised. Get angry? Why would I be angry? I can't wait to be happy. 1 million zither figurines. What a powerful Silver Moon army. Attacking the city and being invincible. How long did it take to break the city just now? Mo Yike laughed. Half a column of incense time. Yes, half a pillar of incense time. If this is used by the king on the battlefield, it will be a supreme killing weapon. Mo Yike laughed. But this bronze man is no longer in our hands. Once it's exposed, won't it? Zhong Chanyi frowned. As long as it's above the boundaries of Yingju. It's the king's. Mo Yike laughed lightly. The flying boat's formation was replenished with spirit stones, and its speed resumed at the beginning, quickly pulling a group of bronze men out of a distance. Gu Hai drove the flying boat and rushed towards the sea-sealing boundary once again, finding the place where the large hole was broken open earlier. Shoo! The million-strong army followed closely behind. Gu Hai grabbed the soul of Gu Chen, which had already been refined with blood, and rushed towards Silver Moon Island.